Miss Sparks says she and Mr. Lockridge cheated on each other in the past, but if he's still cheating in the present, she won't be walking down that aisle with him in the future. Today on Divorce Court.
All rise. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding.
Hello, everyone. You may be seated.
Your Honor, the case of Sparks v. Lockridge.
Thank you so very much. I am glad to have you both here in divorce court today. I'd like to welcome you and everyone here in the courtroom. I am extremely glad that you're here. Today we are looking at another case where there's an allegation of cheating, but this time it's mutual cheating, a lack of trust, and so this couple is really facing a crossroads. And for that reason, polygraph examinations seem to be in order. So, Ms. Sparks, Mr. Lockridge, as I understand it, you've been together for 4 years, engaged for 3 months. There is one child together, but there are 3 children in total in this family. So there are some stakes here that we need to figure out if this relationship can last. Ms. Sparks, why don't you tell us why we are in divorce court today?
Well, I love DeVonte. I love him very much. I know he has cheated, and the cheating has to stop. If the lie detector test says that he's still cheating, I will be taking this engagement ring, and walking to the pawn shop, not down the aisle.
It's time to put up or shut up. You understand where she's coming from?
Yeah, I understand where she's coming from.
What do you say?
Honestly, I'm here today to do what I got to do to save my relationship with my beautiful baby mama, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes. And so I took that lie detector.
So I am glad that you both walk in with the attitude of, we both made mistakes. Let's see if we can get past it. Ms. Sparks, I'm going to have you start by taking us back to how you all first met and then what led us to get to the point that we're in divorce court.
Well, we knew each other for a while. Mutual family members, and both of our families were dating each other. I needed a ride home. We were in Wisconsin. I needed a ride home, and he drove me 3.5 hours away. You know, we just talked, and the vibe was good. And by the end of the car ride, I got out of the car, and he grabbed my butt, and we've been together ever since.
Yep. All you gotta do is grab a booty.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, we are in a relationship.
Yes, ma'am.
So what were you looking for, Ms. Sparks?
I was looking for somebody that was calm. I grew up around domestic violence within my family and in my neighborhood, and I wanted somebody that was just calm, you know? But DeVonte can be too calm sometimes, like very nonchalant.
I'll get to that in just a minute. Let me ask Mr. Lockridge, what were you looking for, Mr. Lockridge?
I pretty much found what I was looking for: a beautiful, talented, ambitious, beautiful woman, and I found her.
So you got what you were looking for.
Yeah.
So it starts off sounding right. You know, Ms. Sparks, you did not want somebody that was volatile.
Yes.
Had anger issues, but you did want somebody that has some sort of emotional connection. Am I correct?
Yes.
What's going on with this cheating allegation?
We cheated on each other before. We would go back and forth with arguing. The first 5 months of our relationship was really good, but he started staying out 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and he would tell me, you know, he was with his family, and that would make me suspicious. And I would ask him, like, okay, well, are you cheating on me? And he would just laugh. So one night he came in 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, we got into an argument, and I went for a walk to the store, and then I just was walking. And I ended up getting a text message from an ex, and one thing led to another. Me and my ex slept together, and I did not tell DeVonte, but he confronted me with it about maybe a month later and told me that he knew and he had cheated because I cheated.
That breakup right there, just as quick as we break up, you going, you know what I'm saying?
So that usually means that during that time, everybody keep their drawers on, okay? You're mad and you go out to take a walk, and all of a sudden, some random penis comes up, and then you sleeping with somebody else.
Yeah, I did.
Well, I appreciate the fact that you were being very candid about that. And then, Mr. Lockridge, you find out that Miss Sparks
Got pregnant.
Got it. Ooh. Y'all didn't tell me that part.
Yeah.
So the random penis was not as random.
Yeah, and then, but I mean, and that's why I love her. She blatantly came out and told me honestly, like, okay, I did what I did, and it's a possibility that you're the father, it's a possibility that he the father. So when that happened, you know, a breakup happened. I pretty much leave Illinois. I go to Wisconsin. I'm out there for a month, but the whole time I'm out there, you know, I love her. So I'm in contact with her. I already built a relationship with my little baby. She's my baby. You know, her father's not on. And so that's my baby. I was missing him. I already built a relationship with him. I love him. I'm not going nowhere.
So did you all find out who the biological father was?
Yes.
And it's not you, Mr. Lockridge?
No.
But that's the child of your heart, am I correct?
Yeah, that's my baby.
Okay, so did you all figure out how to get past that? Clearly, if you're still here.
I don't think we ever fully got past it. I just think we like maneuver around it.
Let me guess, Ms. Sparks, every time he brings it up,
I bring up what he does or what he has done.
So it's a tit for tat thing, pretty much. Oh, you cheated. Oh, you cheated.
And then
And we
there's
go back
a
and
little
forth.
man in the middle of all of this.
Yeah.
If, in fact, you say you're going to get through an infidelity, you're not allowed to throw it back in each other's face.
Yes.
And this is harder because there's evidence of the infidelity every single day.
Yeah.
But you very succinctly looked me in the face and said, that's my baby.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's the decision that you've made, then that evidence has gone away. Do you know what I'm saying? That evidence is gone. At some point, y'all have to start from scratch. But according to Ms. Sparks, it didn't stop there. Am I correct?
No. I got a phone call that he was out at a store with his ex. It was a serious situation.
This is some toxic person.
Yes, a very toxic person.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over to Mr. Lockridge.
All right, this person, I had dealt with it in the past.
Do you have an ongoing relationship with this woman?
No.
Because it sounds awful lot like you do. What ended up happening with the additional cheating?
Maybe about a year ago, he went to help a family member with her children, and he was supposed to be gone for a week, and that week turned into a month. Well, about week 2 into that, I got a phone call that he was out at a store with his ex.
This is some toxic person.
Yes, a very toxic person.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over to Mr. Lockridge. Why were you with this person?
All right, this person, I had dealt with it in the past, but I had stopped dealing with him. But a family member of mine still was friends with this person, and I go visit the family member, and she's around. It just happened. She ended up there, and she needed a ride. Gave her a ride, and on the way there, somebody seen us, and she's calling.
Not for nothing, but she'd be getting an Uber, okay? Let's just be real clear about that. She don't need a ride from you. So why, so help me to understand, why would you even engage with her at all?
If I'm at a family house, I can't tell my family member, you know what I'm saying, this their house.
No
I can't
question
tell them-
whatsoever, but you can absent yourself from that house.
I could.
So, Ms. Sparks, what else has happened?
Well, just this Christmas, our son's first Christmas, we went to Wisconsin to visit our families, and that family member, once again, invited that same ex to Christmas.
What is this with the family member? Does the
Very
family member know of the problems? Come on, Mr. Lockridge.
Yeah, she kind of know the problems, but
So how are y'all planning to deal with that? Because this woman is obviously in your space, Ms. Sparks.
Like, I expressed to him that my kids aren't allowed over there. I won't be going over there. But if that's what you choose to do, then you go right ahead. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go home. It sucked. This was our son's first Christmas, you know?
Mr. Lockridge, do you think she's being unreasonable? Because I'm sitting here lost as a mug. Why do you want to stay at the house where your ex is, who's toxic, who has threatened your family?
it wasn't my intention for her to be over there. You know, I'm going to see relatives.
Okay, but guess what? When you open the door, dang, Cynthia's standing right there.
Well, if we're talking about that Christmas day, I got dropped off there and got left there.
Corey, I'm confused.
Because she was there.
And he enjoys spending the time there.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
No,
Do you have an ongoing relationship with this woman?
no.
Because it sounds awful lot like you do. This court needs to order a polygraph examination for both of you. Did you have any sexual contact with your ex-girlfriend over the Christmas holiday in 2023? And what did the results indicate?
Polygraph examination revealed
So the trust in this relationship seems to just be broken. And it's really,
It is.
when I read your court file, I said, this court needs to order a polygraph examination, not just for one, because I know you asked me to order a polygraph for the defendant, but for both of you. If you all are going to reset, then you need to reset. And everybody needs to know the truth. Would you both agree on that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I asked my polygraph examiner to speak to the two of you. Will you ask the examiner to come and join us today as a witness?
Sure. Sir.
Good day, Your Honor.
Good day. Mr. Yarborough, you know I rely upon you in situations like this. I don't think I have ever ordered a polygraph for both the plaintiff and the defendant. Ms. Sparks willingly submitted to a polygraph examination performed by you. Please tell the court what your experience is as a polygraph examiner.
Absolutely. My name is John Yarbrough, and I'm a certified polygraph examiner. I'm a member of the American Polygraph Association, and I have conducted hundreds of polygraphs for law enforcement as well as other public safety agencies. I also have conducted polygraphs for private and professional party as well.
I know you spoke with Ms. Sparks. She willingly submitted to a polygraph examination, and you asked her one question. Am I correct?
You are correct, ma'am.
You asked Ms. Sparks, have you had any sexual contact with anyone other than DeVonte since getting back together in March of 2021? Was that the question?
That is correct.
And what was Ms. Sparks' answer?
Ms. Sparks' answer was no.
And what did the results indicate?
The polygraph examination revealed there was no deception indicated on that question.
So that means she told the truth.
That is correct.
Yes, I did.
So Ms. Sparks, since that one incident, you have been faithful to Mr. Lockridge.
Yes, I have.
And Mr. Lockridge submitted willingly to a polygraph examination performed by you. But you asked him two questions.
Yes, ma'am.
The first question, Mr. Yarborough, you asked Mr. Lockridge, did you have any sexual contact with your ex-girlfriend over the Christmas holiday in 2023? Am I correct?
That is correct.
And what was Mr. Lockridge's answer?
Mr. Lockridge answered no.
And what did the results indicate?
The polygraph examination revealed there was no deception indicated to that question.
There was no
You want
deception.
to get naked?
Excuse me.
Sorry.
I'm glad to hear it, but there were two questions. Am I correct?
That is correct.
We're trying to be very thorough here. Mr. Yarborough, we asked Mr. Lockridge, have you had sexual contact with anyone other than Debbie since getting back together in March 2021?
That is correct.
What was Mr. Lockridge's answer to that question?
Mr. Lockridge answered no.
And what did the results indicate?
The polygraph examination results indicated there was deception noted to that question.
That can't be right.
Who was it?
Wow.
Nobody.
Wow.
It was somebody. The specific question was sexual contact with anyone. Explain what sexual contact means, Mr. Yarborough.
Sexual contact basically means any touching, kissing, anything that's of a sexual nature.
I'm going to go back to you again, Mr. Lockridge. Is there anything you want to say to your fiance?
Baby, I don't recall.
So you just don't, you don't know,
I didn't.
or you did it?
I mean, my dad got 14 years off of taking one of those, so.
So you're saying the polygraph is wrong, Mr. Lockridge?
I mean, it's not 99.9 or 100% correct.
No, I'm asking you. I'm not even gonna deal with Mr. Yarborough anymore. I'm gonna deal with you. I'm gonna be the lie detector test right now. I'm gonna deal with you because right now, your relationship is hanging by a thread. And this is the truth room right here. So you all to decide whether or not you can move forward in this relationship.
I mean, if it happened, be honest.
Mr. Yarborough, I want to say thank you so very much for your services. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Lockridge, this is the truth space. You want to save your relationship. The only way you save the relationship is for everybody to come clean and determine whether or not you can reset. Remember, you cannot reset on a lie. One of the things you said you admired about her is she came to you and she told you that stepping out on you was a mistake and it resulted in a child. And you stepped up and decided you could get through that and raise that child, okay? So you have to give her the same kind of respect to let her make an informed decision on whether or not she can go forward with this relationship. That's what a mature relationship is, sir. So Mr. Lockridge, you tell your fiance the truth. I'm gonna stay out of it right now.
Baby, that lie detector, this ain't it. That wasn't it.
And how am I supposed to believe that?
I mean...
Ms. Sparks, all I can say to you is, you believe what you want based on your history. You have to determine whether or not you believe him, or you believe the test, or you believe your heart. What does your heart say?
My heart wants to trust him because I want to fix it. But my mind is telling me something else.
Mr. Lockridge, you're never going to get through this without some assistance because Ms. Sparks has a heart that wants you, but a head that's telling her there's a red flag. I think you can understand that.
Yeah.
Would you like some assistance to help you make that decision?
Yeah, if there's some way that we can like get counseling or something.
Mr. Lockridge, are you willing to sit with someone?
Not out the gate. It's gonna take time.
Is the relationship worth you investing your time?
Yeah.
Because the only way this court will order counseling and couples therapy is if I feel like the couple is all in.
We can do it.
I don't want you to feel forced.
Very nonchalant.
Baby, I'm sorry. We can fix it. We can go to counseling.
I'm not going to advise you to walk away, and I'm not going to advise you to stay. I'm going to advise you to figure it out what you want and what you need and whether or not this man can fulfill those needs. And if the two of you are willing to sit with a therapist and a counselor to help you navigate that, I'm willing to order it. Are you willing, Ms. Sparks?
Yes.
Mr. Lockridge?
Yeah.
We're done here. You have my verdict.
So,
It's obviously wrong, baby.
but if you got one right, how did you get
That's what I'm saying.
the
That makes
other one's
sense.
wrong?
I told you my dad got 14 years off of one of those.
I'm just trying to figure it out in my head, like, what?
Well, we don't go to counseling.
Made